Hiya guys, welcome to the Shoegazer 93 channel, and something really special today. I got andybell from Ride, Hurricane Number 1, Oasis, Beady Eye. I got his guitar pick, which is one of my dreams just coming true. Absolutely incredible feeling when I received it. Got it from the roadie at the Falmouth gig. He reached on to the stage and got it for me. So yeah, that's just a wonderful item that I'm gonna definitely use myself on my Rickenbacker and other guitars, and hopefully there's magic in it and songs. So let's go and look at Andy's playing styles and equipment. So I'm gonna play acoustically, just so the sound translates onto the camera in a neat, clean way. So we're going to look at some of Andy Bell's techniques using his signature pick. And the first one that comes to mind is just standard tuning, playing something like a B sus4. B sus4 from songs like Seagull, and there's a few others that have that as well. And basically, you want to, it's all about playing the B and E open, leaving them open, and you've got the open E at the top. So you've got the B, F sharp, B again. So the first, fifth, and then first power chord. And then you've got B and E being played open at the ends, which one of the things with Andy's playing style is that he's trying to get the best tone out of a simple shape, basically. He uses slightly different shapes to the usual kind of cowboy chords, the sort of open A and stuff like that, to get the biggest potential out of the tone of whatever guitar he's using. Another shape here is the A with the thumb on top. So an A chord, instead of playing it the traditional way like that down here, the 0222 way, he's up here 5, 6, 7 like that. So yeah, basically, and another thing he likes to do is slide and play different octaves of the same chord. So like Dreams Burn Down, for example, when he's hanging out on the D chord for those noise sections. So he'd be like, so yeah, lots of sus chords being thrown in there as well, just to like add more character, more color. Because a lot of the chords he stays on for long periods, so to add interest, he throws in sus chords, and just to give give a flow to his rhythm playing. Like I was saying, so that A chord is, you find that on like Sennon. I think he does it on Dreams Burn Down as well. Mark plays it like that as well, Mark Gardner. And another thing, he likes inversions. So Vapor Trail, for example. So yeah, again, that's open strings with the B chord, E-shaped B chord. So he utilizes the cage system really well. So he plays the B down here in its traditional, more of the traditional shape, and then he'll play the E shape up here, and then so yeah, that's an inversion there. So with the C sharp on top, it's basically an inversion of an E chord. So C sharp, that would be, well, it wouldn't be second inversion or something. I mean, that's first inversion there. Of it. I think it's he's on the key of E, so this would be the first inversion, and then C sharp is the where's that in the E scale again? I think that's isn't that the relative minor, isn't it? So it'd be the sixth degree of the E major scale. So it'd be sixth inversion of the E chord. Another thing that he likes to do, so yeah, he likes the inversions like that. I think Chrome Waves is another example of that. And Chrome Waves uses that, I'm sure it uses that A shape, and so yeah, again, Vapor Trail is another example of letting the other strings ring out, because Ryder play an E standard a lot, so B and E, they're like relatable, because you can play all six strings, and the ones that don't have the strings that don't have the fingers on them, you can play them open because it's still within the key. So like B and E here, and then B and E that's in the key of E as well. So yeah, those two work with the whole open string idea. Another thing I would say is, I mean, soloing style is very pentatonic-like, but he sort of adds extensions onto it, like blues notes and stuff. So the sixth and that he throws in there. So like his style is mostly pentatonic, a bit like Noel Gallagher, but a bit more complex, I would say. So he does a lot of this, like, he likes to do that. The blues stop slides. That's one thing he likes to do on a 12-string Rickenbacker, especially. Like I said, he likes to get the tone out of everything and the best tone that he can get out of simple ideas. So yes, string skipping is another big thing about his playing. He likes to string skip a lot. Yeah, so he likes to string skip like that. So yeah, there's a lot of string skipping about his playing. What else can I say? He does a lot of the unison bends. And when he sort of uses like volume swells in like Seagull, he uses like volume swells quite a lot. So when he does that, he's doing like he does a lot of the up the neck and changing positions. If he's in a certain key, like C for example, he'll be like here, and then he'll go up to like here, and then here. So he'll do that. Just a lot of the kind of just sliding up the neck and like for songs like Seagull, they do like stuff like this, and with like the reverse reverb going on. Trying to think, what's the this is Step Into My World. So he's very good at finding arpeggios. And obviously that's a bit like The Dreams Burn Down there. So yeah, he likes to do that sort of John Squire, I Want to Be Adored kind of style, like. So yeah, I mean, Andy Bell, that's a lot of his style. I would say, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with what I explained there. Also, a song like Today from the Today Forever EP, this also really utilizes the beauty of the open strings around the chord that's being fretted. So when it comes to equipment, Andy Bell would use the Crybaby a hell of a lot on Nowhere, especially. Dunlop Crybaby wah will always be in use, and he uses that for like noise blasts and to like shape tone and texture. So sometimes he'll like have it cocked at a certain degree. He'll just like leave it there, and then he would play the guitar with using it as a tone shaper, and then other times he'll be like just up and down, just using it in a really violent way, to create noise for parts where he's like hanging on a chord for a few bars and stuff. I haven't got the DS1, but this is the closest thing I've got to it. Andy was a big Boss DS1 user for distortion in the early days. The PN2 tremolo pan, that was definitely, maybe not on Andy's board. I think it might have been on Mark Gardner's board, but I wouldn't be surprised if Andy had one of these as well, as heard on like Polar Bear and Unfamiliar, tracks like that utilized the PN2 a lot. And that was pretty much on like every shoegazer's board back in the early 90s. This pedal is a real classic for that, because not only does it have the this great swirl to the chopping effect, but it this movement modulation to it that you can really hear and feel. But it also allows you to connect it up to two amplifiers as well. So you can create another effects loop going into another amplifier. So it was just great for that whole kind of wall of sound and just getting the experience, taking the studio to the stage. And then this one here, just ignore the ones to the left and right of it. They are just on my board. But for this Andy Bell demonstration, you definitely need one of the Boss digital delay pedals, DD2 or DD3. This has got a special hold function on it, which is really cool. Just like it records a little sample, like probably about 1.5 to 2 seconds worth, I reckon. And then you can, just by holding it down, it's as long as you hold it down, then it just keeps on going, and then you can still play underneath it. And then this is the expression pedal that will be connected to the GP-16 foot controller, the FC 100. And this, you can change the parameters on that unit, and then you use this here to, just like the wire pedal really, it's got different degrees, and so you can go from like 0 to 100 back to 0 just by doing that. You can really change what this pedal does. It can be used as a volume pedal, it can be used as a wire pedal even, if you assign it to that. So yeah, all the assignment options with the GP-16 is just really flexible, and Mark and Andy both have the GP-16, as you can see in the background of the Town and Country Club gig video from '91. You can see them clearly in the background. With the green light, the green LED. That's 100% the Roland GP-16. And speaking about guitars, obviously Rickenbackers, that's what I know andybell for, that the Rickenbacker 330, also the 360 as well, is synonymous with andybell and Mark Gardner. I think there are more famous Rickenbacker players, obviously, like Roger McGuinn from the Byrds, Johnny Marr from the Smiths, and other bands, and Peter Buck, REM. Yeah, lots. I mean, that's just to name a few. Obviously, Kevin Parker from Tame Impala in more recent times. But for me, I always think about Ride when I think about the Rickenbacker, and this is a 6-string version, but Andy also uses the 12 strings, 12-string 330s and 12-string 360s a lot. And like I was saying earlier about trying to get the most tone out of simple shapes and simple playing, he uses the 12 string to reinforce that. Really, 12 string will definitely get a more fuller tone, and that jingle jangle comes through a lot better, and he's got the techniques to be able to deliver that sound. Also, I nearly forgot to say, so the GP-16, Roland GP-16 digital effects processor, he would use that for other modulation sounds like chorus, flanging, phasing. So really, andybell did not have a big pedal board back in the day. Most of the effects came from the GP-16, but like I said, the delay, Boss delay pedal, the wah pedal, the distortion pedal, that was separate, and that would be put in a different effects loop that goes to the amplifier. He had for amplification, he had a Marshall head, and he had a high watt cabinet. So very much like Pete Townsend of The Who. I think he really had that same configuration of the Marshall head, the high watt cabinet. And yeah, I don't own any of them, so I couldn't really show you that, guys. Like you probably know, I got a Roland Jazz Chorus and a Fender 112 Deluxe, so I couldn't really demonstrate that for you guys, but there you go, that's the equipment. So I hope you enjoyed my andybell playing guide, using his signature pick, which I'm a proud owner of, and I will cherish this for eternity. And instead of being one of these collector types who just pin it to the wall, I'm probably going to use this at gigs and take it around the world with me. So there we go, andybell Ride, the essential techniques.